월드복싱 슈퍼매치 이노우의 나오야 대 마론 타팔레스 TVN 스포츠.
The southpaws in black to Castro in red.
I mean, these big boys let it fly.
Nice kick to the body by De Castro. And actually one of his uncles fought Mark Hunt in K1 back in the day. It became hard for De Castro to find fights regionally. Ultimately, that Contender Series allowed him to get to this proving ground tonight against Tafa. Odds courtesy of Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Tafa minus 135. Yorgan De Castro, the slight dog, at plus 105.
Oh, nice uppercut there by Tafa.
Big deep breath from De Castro. With the flush KO!
That was crazy!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jim Perdios has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 10 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Yorgan the Mad Titan De Castro.
Diego Lima's a big guy for the weight class, long, rangy, elbows tight to the sides. He just does a lot of things correct when he's in the striking range. And feels as though he's been getting great sleep and having great training sessions, and he thinks it'll benefit him tonight.
It'll be interesting to watch that developed left hand of Luke Jumeau. He's always been known as a guy who hits hard and has heavy hands. Lima rips the body and seemed to be on the wrong end of an eye poke there.
Luke, let's just check. Let's just be safe, okay? No problem.
I mean, unbelievable. You know, like any stop in action, they start clapping. You know, guy gets hit low, clap. Guy gets poked in the eye, clap. They're just happy that they're getting to watch fights.
90 seconds here to go in round one that has been fairly slow-paced. Both guys just landing 5 total strikes thus far. Jumeau adding to that total there. Nice job by Lima to close the guard and then fire back with that left hand. 20 seconds now to go in the round. Well, as Jumeau suggested, he is countering patience here with patience early on. Lima once again able to block that offering from Jumeau. Jumeau able to land that right hand over the top, but one and done on the feet there.
Oh, that one landed right on the edge. And both of the Lima boys, they're known for the leg kicks.
And you got to think, in some part, Luke Jumeau welcoming the ground game because of those leg kicks from Lima.
He's quick to jump on those submissions.
Jumeau back to his feet, about a minute gone by here, round 2.
He's going to be forced into switching here in a second.
Just got tossed aside there.
Diego Lima's doing a fantastic job of catching the kicks of Jumeau. Jumeau's not throwing anything in front of his kicks. They're blind. He's just throwing body kicks without a punch to set it up. That's why they're getting caught, and he's suffering damage for it.
Just see Lima's reading things very well defensively.
And you hear Jumeau's corner saying, on the move, Luke, on the move. They've scouted Diego Lima, but he's seeing all the attacks coming his way. Every time he stops and settles to go and attack, Jumeau tries to counter. But Diego's doing a good job of seeing everything and moving out of the way. Oh, yeah.
Wow, both men had their moments. 1 minute to go here in the round.
But this is what Jumeau has to do. When he takes some risks, the opportunities will show themselves. He's going to have to put himself into the fire, or Diego Lima's just going to pick him apart.
Nice job by Diego to drag Jumeau down. Couple nice left hands on the ground from Diego Lima. Forces Luke Jumeau to change his position.
Lima's doing a good job of being higher on the posture. Just really threatening him with the choke. Not looking for it, just trying to threaten Jumo on his way out. Has fought that slower pace, right? The more measured pace, and it hasn't worked out for him. He's gotten his front leg beat up, and he's fallen behind 2 rounds. So right now, he has to do something different. But his coaches are telling him not to rush in there, not to overextend himself. And I think at this point, he's gonna have to. It's still leg kicks. He's landed so many. He's really slowed down Luke Jumo.
Under 3.5 minutes now to go in the fight as Lima lands the right hand over the top. Diego trying to make it 3 consecutive wins tonight.
And like you said, he's coming into his own. And that's a credit to Diego Lima. And he's gotten things right now because he's not taking a lot of damage anymore. He's fighting much more conservatively, and it's allowing him to stay safe, not taking those big strikes. He's fighting exactly where he needs to, at the pace he needs to. Go to that new southpaw stance. Show Diego Lima something different and hope to land a strike that'll allow him to finish his fight.
Oh, nice uppercut from Jumo, and then Lima immediately counters effectively.
Lima threw a nice right uppercut, then a left hook that followed.
Kind of like Diego still going for it despite being up on the scorecards.
It's his nature. You know, and early in his career, that led to a lot of...
All right, so 1 minute now to go, and if you're Lima, you certainly got to measure risk here. Pretty good entry, but Jumo thwarts off the shot.
Great balance by Jumo. Diego threw 2 shots at him. He hit a shot and he tried to knee pick him, and Jumo defended them both. And then there again, he ran the pipe and tried to run double leg, and Jumo defended him. Great job by Luke. And sometimes you watch too much film. You know, you expect the guy to go and you want to counter. You see Jumo almost pulling the trigger over and over again, but not going because Diego's not doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Garth Harriman scores the contest 29-28 Jumo. Christopher Shen scores it 29-28 Lima. And Charlie Skeech scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Diego Lima.
TuibaSa in black, Sergey Spivak in white. Oh, TuibaSa kicks his legs out from under him and then a hammer fist. No surprise, he will welcome Spivak back to his feet.
Big leg kick landed by TuibaSa.
Low leg kick lands early for TuibaSa. Oh, nice right hand over the top. And even with a high guard, still got Spivak's attention. Counter right, and now Spivak has the fight seemingly where he wants it.
Nice takedown by Spivak. Caught the leg kick, drove into him, and got the takedown. TuibaSa's doing a good job of sliding to the side of the octagon to try to use it to get back up. He's going to have to move Spivak's head back to the inside so that he can stand up. He can't allow him to stay out on the double. He's got to move his head inside and defend a single leg. The underhook circle.
Is that an elbow?
An elbow right there. He feinted through that elbow right over the top. Spivak has felt his power. So when Tai feints, Spivak goes high guard, and then Tai's throwing elbows. Nice headlock there by Spivak. But TuibaSa's just chasing his back here. Great awareness by TuibaSa. Off of a good takedown by Spivak.
Spivak doing a nice job covering up. Certainly respects that TuibaSa power.
TuibaSa should go to the body now. Spivak's got such a high guard. Should be going to the body. Great job again by Spivak catching the leg and driving into him, getting the takedown.
Third time.
Or get his hand in the butt. It's a wrestling position that we fight all the time.
Huge pop from the crowd as TuibaSa gets back to his feet. Less than 2 minutes now to go round 1.
TuibaSa's loading up now. He's got to set up his strikes. Again, oh, nice blow. Spivak. He is catching that headlock and really throwing his hips across. And throwing big old TuiVasa. Great takedown by Spivak.
And now in a position to do some appreciable damage here.
TuiVasa needs to stop trying to roll him across his back. He should flip his hips over and start chasing the backside of Spivak if he wants to escape this position. Look, there it is. Keeps his shoulder off the mat.
Spivak has expended a lot of energy offensively. Looked like he caught TuiVasa with a left hand there. 40 seconds now to go in the round.
You know, Ty's had to use a lot of energy himself to get back up to his feet. He's been taken down 4 times now. And the majority of them are off of his leg kick. Oh, that's 5 takedowns now. And the majority of them are off of his own leg kick. He may need to set that up before he throws those strikes going forward. In the last 2 takedowns, he's actually been able to hold him down and secure some top control. Or set him up at least.
TuiVasa got back with his original pad holder, Tama Tahuna, in advance of this fight. Prior to the Bogwa-Ivanov fight, spent a lot of time on the Gold Coast. Not the case for this fight. Nice jab there from Spivak.
And you see Spivak's confidence starting to raise now. He did good in the first round. He had good work. Now his confidence is starting to raise as we start round 2.
He was pretty confident with us on Friday that he would have success wrestling. 6 for 6, not too shabby. The fighters exchange knees. Now a nice elbow over the top from TuiVasa.
Of the takedowns coming.
TuiVasa barely breathing heavy. That's a good sign.
Yeah, he looks in great shape after all those takedowns. But Spivak also looks in great shape. He's fighting good. He's having much more success now in his stand-up. He's going to try to step across here to throw. Look at that. TuiVasa should break. If he doesn't want to be in this position, he needs to break out of the clinch from 2 overhooks.
Looked like TuiVasa just ducked underneath that right hand offering from Spivak.
He's loading up. Spivak's doing a great job of shooting, getting his hands locked, and taking TuiVasa down. He's taking those shots to drive him to the side of the octagon, then he's locking his hands under the butt, picking them up and putting them down. And now he's in the mount position on TuiVasa. Remember before, he was taking Ty down and Ty was getting right up. Now, as the fight's going longer, now he's got the mount and he's starting to get some ground and pound off on TuiVasa.
Yeah, and that elbow, I believe it was, caused a significant fight for TuiVasa, and it doesn't appear to be in a good place either. Oh, man.
Oh, those are some big strikes. Arm triangle tip here. Spivak has to get his body off to the side. The fence may be what's saving TuiVasa. He's moving away now, which will allow Spivak to get to his finish. That's tight.
Stop!
Stop!
Serugai Spivak chokes out TuiVasa.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Percival has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle, Serugai Spivak.
Behind this jab, you saw Al struggle at times with the jab from Habib and also against Cowboy Cerrone last. When you go up and realize that everything's going to be okay, then you go, okay, I should have did this a long time ago. And that's what happened with Dan Hooker, also with Dustin Poirier, who seems to be now growing out of the 155-pound division, may end up being a 70-pounder.
Both fighters landing in that exchange.
Oh! Hooker's piecing him up right now. Yeah, it's unbelievable. He's a big guy.
Hooker's starting to put it together on the feet, goes up top, and then challenges down low and lands.
Al's starting to switch now. He's going southpaw because he has to. He's taking way too many of those low leg kicks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, my God. The ref was like, stop. Al's like, no, no. I got a leg. That's crazy.
Yeah. Can't recall having seen that before.
Iakwinta goes to a crackdown position. Elbow by Hooker.
Oh, big elbows from Dan Hooker.
He's got to change something here. He can't stay here.
Hooker now applying pressure on the neck.
Oh, right to the mount. Iaquinta gives his back. Hooker's got 2 hooks in. Ha! Hooker's got 2 hooks in.
There you go.
How funny. He's taking a rear choke here. Iaquinta has to stay patient here, stay calm. Don't panic and rush. Move that body triangle over to his left so he can try to escape this. This kid was so extremely talented and unbelievably tough. So for him to be out ahead right now is not surprising. Now he's knocking him down when he's landing him. Oh.
Dan Hooker landing at a 63% clip here early on. Iaquinta lunges, unable to land.
Watch for Dan Hooker to start throwing big body kicks and high kicks.
Hooker once again goes high with the kick. Iaquinta counters.
This is where they want him, John. They want him closer. Yeah, you got to get close. You got to be in his chest. Iaquinta needs to put this fight in the chest of Dan Hooker. Bury his head in there and just go to war.
Only a couple takedown attempts for Iaquinta thus far. Nothing doing on that one. Hooker wisely welcomes Al back to his feet.
Al can hardly get any pressure down on that front leg now.
Yeah.
As we've spoken about many times, it doesn't take many of those to really damage you and damage your movement.
It's amazing to think 10 years ago how infrequently that weapon was used.
Yeah, I mean, the game continues to evolve. Nothing stays the same. And that's one of those techniques that's very prevalent right now. I don't know how long it'll stay that way, but right now everybody's using it.
Hooker continuing to stalk his prey.
Iaquinta's landed 2 big right hands this round. 2 big hooks from the southpaw position.
Oh, nice left from Al Iaquinta, trying to sort of finagle his way into the pocket.
He's having much more success this round.
Big round 1 for Dan Hooker. Al Iaquinta has come back a little bit here in round 2. Oh, huge right for Hooker. Iaquinta would appear to be in survival mode here. Nice elbow from Hooker. Well, they call him the Hangman because he loves chokes. Not much time to find one here.
Iaquinta's doing a great job with his half guard. He's trying to sweep as he turns back into Dan Hooker. He'll attack this leg lock. Ankle lock right here. And he didn't sit because he probably doesn't sit during sparring, you know, so he's just kind of following the routine. You don't change things when you get to the octagon. That's not his preferred stance. He's a conventional side fighter. And right now he's having to fight southpaw because every time he puts his left leg in front, Dan Hooker lands that beautiful low kick.
Hooker goes high. Iaquinta raises that left hand. Iaquinta lands to the body. Hooker with a left hook up top.
Dan Hooker is a sniper, man. He throws everything in so straight. John, I almost said using his reach advantage to his advantage.
Yeah, it's happened to me
my goodness.
a time or two. Iaquinta really busted up. Nose bleeding into his mouth. And once again, that Hooker jab keeping him at bay. Ooh, that's a big right hand from Iaquinta. One and done, though.
And that's what he may have to do. Because he cannot start conventional, he may have to switch as he's attacking. He's really good at that. Once he gets the reaction he wants, he'll fire that jab down the pipe and maybe follow up with a right hand.
Well, and he told us on Friday, right hand from Iaquinta. He's a 5-round fighter, and he's excited to have the chance potentially to test himself in a 5-round setting in the UFC.
And he wants to do that very soon. You know, he said that in January, he heard rumors of a fight in his home country, and he would like to go fight in New Zealand.
Well, Iaquinta is certainly bit down on the mouthpiece, and he's staying in that pocket, trying to find his range. 1 minute now to go. Foot stomps raining down here inside this Marvel Stadium.
And Dan Hooker seems to have wiped him out.
Right, guy who went 5 with Khabib, a guy who has main event experience in the UFC more than once. Ooh. Another crippling leg kick courtesy of Dan Hooker. As we come down the stretch in this co-main event, Robert Whittaker, Israel Adesanya waiting in the wings. Hooker trying to put the finishing touches on a largely dominant performance in the co-main event tonight against raging Al Iaquinta.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dan the Hangman Hooker!
Robert Whittaker is in the black with gold trim, Israel Adesanya in the white with gold trim.
Whittaker has to make this fight a little bit dirty. It can't look too clean. If it looks too clean, you're fighting Israel's fight. If it's just a straight kickboxing match, there aren't many people in the world that can beat Israel at that. Adesanya's wrestling has improved a ton, John, so it may be discouraging for guys to try to take him down at this point.
It is amazing how beloved Robert Whittaker is in this nation as he tries to find his way into striking range. Adesanya lands the jab.
This is what Adesanya has to do. He has to fight behind that jab. He can't allow Whittaker to get close. You know, earlier we talked about guys cutting weight into the wrong division. Talk about Robert Whittaker, a guy that once he went up from 170, became the champion of the world and has become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the entire UFC.
Whittaker has been the busier striker early. Adesanya a touch more efficient. First clinch situation and a quick breakaway. Momentary pause in the action due to an inadvertent eye poke. Back to it now.
Watching how calm Adesanya is when Whittaker's throwing everything with so much heat is crazy.
Adesanya has forced some misses out of Whittaker here early on as he attacks the lower half, but you got to think Rob was expectant that...
Wants to get to Adesanya.
Adesanya with authority up top. Whittaker wise to raise that right hand. Adesanya said he wouldn't be surprised by any action from Robert Whittaker tonight. Said he might try to shoot early on. That does not appear to be the case through 4 minutes. Less than a minute now to go round 1.
But just watching, you know, Whittaker's throwing everything so hard. Adesanya's still just kind of feeling him out.
Adesanya trying to create an angle there. Both guys so cerebral in there. Both masters at making adjustments, and figure to try to make some in advance of this second round here forthcoming.
A very close round, a big action.
Oh. That's it! Wait, is that the end of the round? Okay, that was the horn. Okay.
Oh my goodness, I thought the fight was
huge
over.
Knockdown. Mark Goddard obviously heard the horn. I did not. Horn sounded a lot louder on the replay than in real time.
Yeah.
Second round underway now. We'll see the extent to which Robert Whittaker is compromised after a big moment for the last style bender to close round 1.
It's because he's lunging in there. He's not taking his time. I think he watched Gastelum and saw the good that Gastelum was doing. But you got to remember, Gastelum took a lot of damage fighting in that style against Adesanya.
Stiff jab from Whittaker, backs Adesanya up, and now a right hand from Bobby Knuckles. How about the dexterity, the head movement for Israel Adesanya? Beautiful to watch.
Adesanya's looking to counter with hooks whenever Robert Whittaker is engaging. Look at that. He's throwing the right hook when he stance switches, or he's throwing that left hook.
Beautiful jab from the last style bender.
Hurt him again with that hook. Yep. It's that right hook counter. Every time Robert jumps in there, that right hook counter is landing beautiful.
Oh, head kick, partially blocked.
But I mean, that one still landed though. He's got Whittaker hurt.
2 minutes have gone by here in round 2, and if you know Adesanya, you know he's not going to force the finish. Oh, beautiful body work now from Adesanya.
He's starting to feel himself now. He's starting to get into his flow. Then it's not good for Robert Whittaker.
Now Whittaker with a pretty good combination. Not a ton of sting on it. Adesanya effectively attacks that lead leg of Robert Whittaker now. Left hook is there for the Reaper. Whittaker dealing with some blood coming out of that nose. Goes high with the kick. Adesanya easily backs up out of harm's way. Now Whittaker goes high with the kick and lands. Pretty good right hand counter there from Whittaker.
The quickness of Adesanya to evade these high kicks. Hands down, just leaning back out of the range of those kicks. He's got to be very careful.
Oh! Whittaker nearly out on his feet. Adesanya trying to close it out. Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, and now the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.